Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do a little haul today. I've been buying some bits and bobs since sort of Christmas time, and I had some money for my birthday as well. So if you want to find out what I got, then just keep watching. So I got a bit of a mixture of makeup and skincare stuff. So I'll start off with the skincare items because there's less of them. The first thing I got is this Manuka honey peel off mask. I got this from Asda. It was only £1. I've used this before and I really like it. It just makes my skin look really soft and fresh and plump. So if you're in Asda and you see these, I definitely recommend picking one up. They do loads of different ones. They do just like sort of clay ones or just ones that you rub on and then you wash off. But I love peel off masks, so I thought I'd pick this one up. Two things are also repurchases. The first, it's the Neutrogena Visibly Clear 2-in-1 Wash and Mask. I love this just as my sort of everyday face wash. I use it in the morning before I put sort of my moisturiser on, then I put my makeup on, and then I use it in the evening as well. And then once a week I'll get a clean foundation brush and I'll just brush quite a thick layer all over my skin, leave it on for 5 minutes and then just wash it off, and it makes my skin look really nice and fresh. I love the feeling of this when I wash my face in the morning because it's quite cooling, and I just find my makeup goes on so much nicer. I normally pick this up as well when it's on offer in like Sainsbury's or Asda or even Boots and Superdrugs. This is probably my 5th bottle because I just love it. The next one, this is the second time I've bought this. This is the St. Ives Apricot Scrub. My skin's been a bit more drier lately, so I wanted to get something that was not very harsh because my skin will get quite red if I use quite a harsh scrub. I wanted to use something that was quite gentle. It says that you can use this daily, but I just use it sort of maybe once or twice a week. And if my nose is feeling extra dry, I normally just scrub a bit on my nose and just wash it off. But I love this. I love the smell of it. It does have a sort of a bit of a apricot smell, and yeah, it's really nice. I also picked this up. You can also get quite small ones from Superdrugs, so if you wanted to try it without getting the whole one, then I'd definitely check that out. This next one, I've never used this before, but I have used other products from the same brand. This is the Be Clean Melting Gel Cleanser. I'm looking for a new cleanser. I love the Boots Botanics Hot Cloth Balm Cleanser. I think it is really nice, but I just wanted to try something else, and this is a gel one. I don't like foaming cleansers. They really dry my skin out, so I thought I'd pick this one up, so I'll let you know how I get on with that. While I was in Asda, I saw this. This is the, I think it's the Lab Squared. I thought it was Lab 2, but I think it's actually Lab Squared Pro Blend Right In Sponge Applicator. It looks exactly like the Beauty Blender sponge, which I've always wanted to try, but I just never have got around to doing it. So it's like the egg sort of shape, so it has the pointy bit on the top and then it has the rounder bit on the bottom. I use the Real Technique sponge. This is dirty because I've just used it to do my makeup, and I love this sponge. I love the fact that it has the flat edge, but I don't like the fact that the bottom's pointy. I wish the bottom was more round like this, because I just find that doing my makeup like this, sometimes it's a bit harder to get into areas, whereas I find that if it's more this shape it should be easier. But I'll keep using this because I like using it for my concealer on this bit. It'd be interesting to see how my foundation applies with it, so I'll have to do sort of a first impressions on it so I can let you know. Sorry if my voice is a bit croaky, I've been ill. The next thing I got was a concealer. This is the Collection Lust and Perfection Concealer. All the writing rubs off on this, which is quite annoying because your fingers end up black, so when you buy it, I just give it a wipe with like a makeup remover wipe or a baby wipe or something. Mine's in the shade Fair One. I like this concealer. I don't know if I prefer it over like the Maybelline Fit Me, but I do like it. It's only, I think, £4.20, and it's quite full coverage. I've got it on today. If you've got really dry under eyes, I wouldn't recommend this because I think it can be quite dry, and unless you put quite a nice sort of eye cream on under, then it might be okay, but even then it might sort of slip and slide. But if you've got sort of more oily under eyes or just sort of normal, I'd give this a go. When I was in Boots recently, they were having 3 for 2. I can't remember if it was 3 for 2 on all makeup or 3 for 2 on L'Oreal, but I ended up picking up 3 things from L'Oreal. The first one is a repurchase. This is the L'Oreal Double Extension Mascara, the one that's the red and white. I love this mascara. The only thing I don't like about it is it's so difficult to take off. You have to sort of wash your face with really warm water and it all comes off in tubes. I have slept in this mascara and it looks the same the next day. I do really like it. I think the fact that it's hard to take off just shows that it is long lasting. It doesn't sort of flake or sort of anything like that during the day, so I definitely recommend picking this up if you haven't tried it. The next thing I got is the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. I got mine in the shade medium dark. I should have got the lighter one, but I can still sort of make this work. It's just like a brow gel. The one looks very similar to like the Benefit Gimme Brow, but maybe a bit bigger. It does work really nice at sort of thickening up your brows and keeping them in place. I have used it a couple of times, but I don't have it on today. I have something else on, which I'll show you in a minute. It's affordable, and I think sometimes it's nicer to use sort of a coloured one rather than a clear one. The last thing I got from L'Oreal is the Infallible Sculpt Contouring Palette. I've not really had that many people talk about this, which it's just basically cream contour and a cream highlight shade. I really like it. They blend really nicely. I'm more of a fan. I prefer the contour one than the highlight one. I don't really find that the highlight one does that much for me, but because I'm quite fair, it will probably work better as a concealer. But the contour one I think is gorgeous. I have got it on today. I've got a sort of bronzer on top of it, but I do really like it. It blends really nice. It's a really nice colour. It's more sort of cool tone, so it does look like more of a shadow than anything else. It blends really nice, so I definitely recommend picking this up. You also get a little pamphlet in there which explains to you where you should contour and highlight your face for different face shades, so that's quite helpful. I was in London and I went to the MAC in St Pancras and I picked up a lipstick. I've got the lip liner in Whirl, and I really like it. I wear it quite a lot, so I thought I'd pick up the lipstick. I really like this. I think it looks good when I'm fair, it looks good when I'm tan. I don't like cool tone nudes, I prefer warmer tone nudes, and this definitely is my kind of colour. I'll do some close-up swatches in the video as well. But I really like it. I think it looks really nice with the lip liner. You could also put like different colour lip liners, like maybe a more pinky one or a more browny one to make it look even more brown. And you can put like a sort of gloss over the top to maybe sort of tone it down. Or you could even put this on and then put Myth on by MAC as well on top, just to kind of lighten it and give that sort of ombre lip. But yeah, I really like it. I thought this was limited edition, but I don't think it is, so if you can pick it up, I would. I've heard loads of people talk about the Dose of Colour liquid lip. I really wanted to pick one up for a long time, but I just could never decide what colour. Everyone used to talk about stone, but as I said, I don't really like the sort of cool tone nudes. So when I was browsing on the website, I saw the colour Truffle. I've not really had many people talk about this colour, which I'm quite surprised about because it's absolutely gorgeous. It's just basically like quite a fairly dark, warm toned nude. I love the smell of these. They smell sort of vanilla-y. It goes on so nice. You just need a really thin layer and that is it. I wore this when I went to a christening and it didn't budge. I was eating and drinking, so it smeared off a little bit on the inside, but I just had it with me and I just kept sort of touching it up. But it was so comfortable. I've tried a few liquid lipsticks and I've always given them away because I've just not liked them. I found them way too dry, but now that I've bought this one, I want to try some more because I really like this. I really want some of the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow products. My sister has the brow pomade in Taupe, which if you would have seen my first video, my everyday makeup video, then you would have seen me use that. And I used the colour Taupe, which I thought was exactly how I wanted my brows to look. It was just the perfect colour. And I was in Superdrugs and I saw the Freedom makeup, and they have the sort of their own like brow pomade and the brow duo, and they're supposed to be like dupes for the Anastasia one. So I decided to actually go for the powder because I normally use powder anyway, and they didn't have the pomade in my colour, and this is in the colour Taupe. It's what I filled in my eyebrows today and I really like it. I like the fact that it's two colours, so you can get that sort of ombre effect without having to buy two different colours. It has a mirror on it, which is obviously really helpful. It's a handy little thing, so you can put it in your bag, so if you do want to use it as a mirror to touch up your makeup during the day, you can. It lasts really well. It looks so natural. I think it actually looks more natural than other eyeshadows that I've tried to use before on my eyebrows. So if you're in Superdrugs, I'd pick this up. And when I bought it, it was only £3 and it was on offer. So I was watching Jacqueline Hill's video where she was talking about the eyeshadows in her Z palette, and she mentioned some Makeup Geek ones, and I love Makeup Geek eyeshadows. I had 5, all matte ones because I prefer matte eyeshadows over shimmer ones. So I decided to pick up some ones she spoke about. I decided to pick up 4, and the ones I got were, I got Desert Sands, which is like a mustardy yellow colour. I haven't got anything like this, and I thought it'd just be nice to sort of warm up any eyeshadow or just to put in my crease. maybe even between my like main crease colour and my brow colour. I think this would look really nice. The next colour I got is Cherry Cola. This is like a really sort of deep purpley brown colour. I absolutely love this colour. I used it in my last video. I'll link both my previous videos down below. But I love this, it's so pigmented. I've got a couple of purple eyeshadows and they're just not pigmented. Whereas this, you can get a really sort of deep colour without having to keep dipping it in. And normally when I blend out my eyeshadows, they just fade. Whereas this, it didn't. I could blend it and blend it and blend it and it would still be so pigmented. So I really like this colour. The next one is called Dirty Martini. This is like a sort of khaki brown, khaki sort of green eyeshadow. I love this. I love anything khaki, and I think that eyeshadow, it looks amazing. So I can't wait to do more looks using this. I'll do maybe like a smoky eye using this as the main focus. And the final colour that I got is Enchanted Forest. This is basically like a really sort of deep foresty green colour. I bought this because I wanted a colour to go with the Dirty Martini so that I could sort of deepen up my crease. And I've swatched them all. I've actually worn them all and they look amazing. They're all just so pigmented, I can't say enough. They sell Makeup Geek eyeshadows on Beauty Bay. That's where I got mine. And they're very, very affordable, so I definitely recommend it. But I just think they look so good in the palette. It's these three colours and that one there. And I just think they make my palette look a bit more interesting. And I've got all my shimmers at the bottom, and as you can see, all the top ones are mattes. I just prefer mattes so much more than shimmers. So the other day I was in Debenhams and I saw the Urban Decay highlighter in Sin, and I swatched it and I was obsessed with it and I really, really wanted it, and they didn't have it in stock. I also went to House of Fraser. They didn't have it in stock there. I checked every single shop online that I could think of that would sell it, and they were out of stock, and any shop that was American that had it wouldn't ship to the UK, or it was really expensive. So I ended up going on eBay and I managed to get it. I only actually paid £2 more than what it retails for to get it, so I'm quite happy about that. But this is the Urban Decay Afterglow highlighter in the colour Sin. It's what I'm wearing today and I really, really, really like it. I love the packaging. It's just like a magnetic sort of closure. I've had a lot of people sort of say that they're not happy that there's not a mirror here. I actually don't really mind, because this isn't something that I'd want to take out with me, because I'd be scared that I'd drop it and it would just shatter everywhere. But it's such a beautiful sort of goldy champagne colour. I think this would look really nice for a huge range of skin tones, and I think that's why it's sold out everywhere, because it's so nice. So if you can get your hands on it, I would recommend it. Yeah, that's the highlighter in Sin. That's everything I got. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
The video, big thumbs up. Please subscribe.
Goodbye.
Bye.